So, please remember, I was writing this when I genuinely believed I was autistic and ADHD, but it turns out the reason why a lot of the traits disappeared is because I was a trauma-adapted neurotypical, which means I was neurotypical, but I had a lot of autistic and ADHD traits, but it was all due to trauma. And over time, all these traits have disappeared because my nervous system is regulated. Yeah, they picked up a bit again when I was unemployed. But that was just due to stress, being unemployed and single. And I'm going to get onto that. I've already told you guys about the employment situation. And there's 10 courses I have to do. Last night I went on my phone to do one of them. And I was 10 minutes in, and then I couldn't do this word thing, so I thought I'd just go to the library. And in 10 minutes I'd done, there was 14 parts to it, and I'd done 4, and that's one course out of 10. So my thing today is 2 hours max. If I don't get it done in 2 hours, I'll go back on Monday because the library's not open on Sunday. And I'm going to upload this when I get home. I was hoping to say more. It took a lot of effort to get here because when you've done all this emotional processing, it affects your energy in a good way. My emotions were coming in waves. I wasn't crying or yelling or anything, but like you could just feel all these things welling up and going down, welling up and going down. Like it would come up, you feel it and process it for like 5 or 10 minutes and it'll go away for like 5 or 10 minutes and come up and it'll be like that for like 3 hours or something. That's what it was yesterday and that's what it was today. So I wanted to upload this at 4, but it's probably going to be a bit later because I got here at 2 o'clock instead of 1 o'clock. Or thereabouts 2 o'clock. It was about 2 o'clock when I left home. Here we go. Let's get into this. ChatGPT's going, he reckons everything I'm not, so don't take what I said in the last recording and apply it to all neurodivergent people because I was speaking as if I was one of them. Turns out they aren't. That's why the traits disappeared over the years. If I was, I wouldn't have disappeared and it wouldn't have been situational. And they wouldn't fully disappear when I'm fully employed and have a woman in my life if I was. So please, and I'm saying this, all these coping things that I genuinely thought was the best autistic and ADHD people because now I know this stuff. I still want to get a closure from a person with their full-time job is to focus on that. They get paid for that rather than a counsellor who has relatives who have it and who gets paid to be a counsellor. And then I get 10 free sessions from Liz with Liz covered it. That's really good and it's really helpful, but I think it's just good to have that final nail in the coffin, So if my strategies don't actually work for you guys, autistic ADHD people, please don't apply them, or at the very least adjust them, to suit your needs. I didn't lie, I was just wrong. But the emotional instability that comes from constant comparison, which is a natural human instinct, can cause so much emotional turmoil as a result of living in a world without our needs in mind, neurodivergent. But with that being said, it's navigating a world that was created without our needs in mind, neurodivergent people, or traumatized people, without our needs in mind, that can create this absolute steadfast endurance. Once we have formed healthy perspectives of the world that fit our experiences and how we should navigate them, which causes us to be mentally and spiritually the toughest, strongest, most caring and most understanding soldiers, gladiators, people, leaders, romantic partners, and environments out there, in my opinion. And we choose and develop the right type of mentally and perspective. The right type of mentality and perspective of the world alongside the tools we need, like medication and other things like that. Okay, remember the whole ChatGPT situation? Be thinking I was autistic ADHD, probably not. As well as supportive environment, that is when and where we thrive. So if you have big emotions due to your needs not being met, don't beat yourself up for having those big emotions due to your needs not being met. This song just came to mind. Yeah. Don't beat yourself up for having those big emotions. Do something about it. And get your needs met. Counseling, proper medication, get the type of career you want, make the type of money you want, get the type of woman you want, and get friends who will meet you halfway and who will actually care about your holistic health. And don't let anyone call you a self-centered punk. And don't let anyone stop you. Do whatever it takes. Get your needs met. And when you get your needs met and you meet the needs of others, it's inevitable that you will always be happy, and so will they, because you're also meeting their needs whilst getting your needs met. Nearly there. Actually, when I come to think about it, I do have a social life. I volunteer as a support worker, helping disabled people in their basketball classes. The basketball classes don't happen now, but I look at my schedule each week and try and put in the time to go and visit them or help them, And delivering meals to retired people. Well, they haven't been doing that as far as I know either. But I go in and just visit them once a week or something. So long as my schedule's not too busy, but I try and put in once a week, go visit. Appreciation to the support workers and stuff too, I volunteer as a security guard, and I go to club. I don't do the security guard thing now because doors opened, and I was using that as a leeway to get contacts to get back into that industry, but then doors opened elsewhere and they're much more profit. They're either the same amount of profit or there can be more profit for me. Depends how things work out, but you got to take that swing, and I have self-confidence and I think I can do it, make big money. I volunteer as a security guard, and I go to Krav Maga classes. I need to pay up for some more, so I will start again until I have to pay up for some more. Hopefully I'll have a job by then, and then I can play basketball again next term. But yes, get your needs met. It's the best way to heal, and it is guaranteed that when your needs are met and you get them met by meeting the needs of others, and you can do little things for those around you as well, that is when it is guaranteed that you will be happy. It is guaranteed that you will be happy, and so will they. So will they. And that's it. Now it's about 2:30. I'm going to go to the library for a couple of hours. It closes at 5. And then I'm going to go purchase some junk food from Great Wall Fast Food Takeaways. That's the best, they have the best fritters. They have all the best fritters in the Lower Hutt region. It's my reward. I haven't had any junk food since Christmas, apart from maybe a packet of biscuits each week or something. Or if the food bank gave me a little thing. Then I'm going to go home, I'm going to upload it, and as soon as this is uploaded, at that moment you knew I dug into all my fritters and stuffed mushrooms and stuff. Okay guys, I gotta go.